Hi guys, my name is Aaron Artrip, and we are going to be making false polyphony on a microbit. So what false polyphony is the auditory illusion that chords are being played from a monophonic sound source. The monophonic sound source that we're going to be using today is the microbit. The microbit is a fantastic British-made microcontroller from the BBC, and they have a fantastic website called makecode.microbit.org, and you can code directly from the web browser. And even if you don't have a microbit, you can use their little virtual microbit in the web browser to show how it works. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to makecode.microbit.org, and we are going to go to New Project. Let's call this new project Phony Polyphony. Okay, so once we name our new code, you will see that our working space now brings us a fresh coding environment. On the left-hand side, you can see we have a microbit emulator with A and B buttons we can press, and an LED matrix. So the first thing we're going to do is, since we're making music, we have to set the BPMs. Here in this column, we have a series of block collections. Now, these block collections are a series of code that has been pre-written for your convenience so that you can get up and running really quickly without any coding knowledge. In the Music tab, let's go over to our tempo area and find our set tempo to BPM. And you'll see that the shape of this block here fits right inside the onStart block. This onStart block will run this code every time a new code is loaded to the microbit or the microbit is turned on. We are going to leave our BPMs at 120 for now. So the next thing we need to do is program one of our A or B buttons. Under our input block section, we have a on button pressed block. Now, anything inside here will be run one right after the other in succession, only when button A is pressed. So the first thing we're going to do is, under our music group again, let's go find a play tone middle C for 1 beat block. Now you'll see that this block has two different sections in it that can be manipulated. It has our middle C or note number with a nice little keyboard, and then it has a drop down for the length of the note itself. So once we can decide which note we have, we can bring it into the press button A. And here, under play tone low A, we're going to change this to C. I'm going to click and copy and paste and make this an E. I'm going to click on this second one, copy and paste, and make this a G. So what we have here is a C, E, and G, which is a C major chord. So once we've loaded this up, let's go over to our virtual microbit and press A. Okay, so you can hear that the notes are playing one right after the other, but it's a little slow for looking for false polyphony. Let's change our beat description, or beat length, to 1/16. Okay, now, once it's loaded, if it doesn't load, we can actually hit this little reload button right here. If we hit A, you can hear our three notes played really quickly. But we want it to repeat a little bit longer so that we can hear it as a chord and not just three very quick notes. So what we're going to do is, in our block sections, we're going to use what's called a loop. Now, a loop is really nice because you can place anything inside this loop block and it will repeat this command for a number of times that you set. So for this example, let's just set it at 6. And I'm going to grab all of my play tones here, and I'm going to drag them inside this repeat 6 times loop block, and then drag that entire package into the on button A pressed block. So let's go over now and press our A button again. So you can hear now that we have a nice chord that's being played. Well, what if we wanted to play more than one chord in succession, or one chord and then the next chord? Well, we can click and drag this repeat 6 times do, and we can, while it's selected, copy and paste, which is really handy. So now in our second repeat 6 times do section, let's change this chord into a D minor, which will technically be just the second position in a C major scale. Let's put our C major and our D minor here. Oh, that's actually going to go underneath here. And now you have chords. Thanks for watching.